Hello and welcome everybody, and thank you for joining me again. My name is Wilky and I am back with the Mushin tower in Blade&Soul. A lot of people actually wanted to see me use the build in action, so I'll try to do this. First off, if you enter the tower, the first two things you want to do is restore your weapon durability, because you do need quite a bit of durability. Even if you don't die, you will chuck a lot of your durability. And the other thing is obviously take your dailies. And I'm going to do a full run. I'm not going to cut anything out, so you will actually see how I do each floor. And hopefully I don't fail too often. I haven't checked out the last floor yet, but if it's the same as it is on Play BNS, it should work just fine. But yeah. I usually roll these two NPCs here because I found them to be the most comfortable one to deal with. I'm gonna take a quick look at my gear so you guys actually know what it is like. As you can see, my stats are not really that great, and I use black ram supplies, awakened rings, and a true profane weapon. So my gear is everything but good, or like insanely strong, because I don't really care and I don't think I really need it. So it really comes down to what you like using and how much you actually think you need gear. And since I believe I don't really need gear that much, I don't really care about it, to be honest. But yeah, like I said, the first boss is really easy. It really comes down to just hammering stuff away here and just countering. You don't even have to counter. Like I can just hammer away. You see, he does like, that was probably his hardest attack he can do. And as you can see, the life steal and everything. I mean, I do get some damage in, but you don't really have to dodge if you don't want to. And you can always use these as they are only available in the tower. And I'm probably just gonna build these stacks, which is probably a good idea because you get them quite a lot if you do the tower, and you can only use them in the tower. So why the hell not use them? But it really doesn't matter which of these two NPCs you take to fight. It really comes down to personal choice. So fight whoever you find comfortable. It shouldn't be that hard, to be honest, though. This is like, I think this is the easiest of all of these floors. Alright, come on, and let's go. I'm just gonna rotate my steering palm here. That's not what I should use. Yeah, that's alright. I'm just gonna use some CC instead, and now you can see that I have actually no trouble at all keeping up the stacks of my searing palm, because I already reset it due to the heavy spam of the searing blow, which makes it really easy to just keep away at this. And yeah, that's really what I like about this build. I don't have to worry too much about wasting my searing palm because I can always reset it just so insanely fast. Alright, that was the first floor. Oh, come on. Alright. Well, maybe I'll cut out these transitions between each floor, but meh. I don't really think that is necessary. I will probably fail horribly hard in the last floor, the 8th one, because I didn't do it after the patch yet. So I'm not exactly sure how much damage we do have to deal and how many times we can actually fight the boss there, but I will see that in probably about like 15 minutes or so. The next boss is fairly easy as well, like you can tank whatever and chuck a potion. The only thing you do want to avoid is like his downward smash, which I'll show you in a second. We're just gonna build my stacks here, which is exactly, yeah, it's this move, because if you don't avoid this, even if you block it, he will spawn a flame AoE. I will show you what happens if I block it. Like the place where he hit me, this flame AoE is gonna rise up. And this flame AoE is permanent, so it does not go away, and it does deal a fair amount of damage. So you want to make sure to not get hit by this. But as you can see, this is really simple. He has like very limited set of moves. And I'm back at 4 stacks. I think I dodged this one. No, I didn't. But I mean, it's not the end of the world if you do have these, and even, I mean, like I said, I can tank through if I have to. My damage is good enough for this. I can use potions if I need to. It really comes down to how tanky you are and how good you know your class. But I preferably try to not get hit by these flame AoEs because they do annoy me quite a bit. But yeah, damage is pretty decent. Like I said, it could be better. Like, I don't even have a diamond that gives me attack power in my weapons, so... Alright. But yeah, this is where the build really shines. I have a lot of sustain. I can easily just maintain and tank through hits because I always have the way to recover myself. Alright, open. Open, open, open. Come on. There we go. Now, the next floor is what a lot of people have trouble with. And I can really see why, because if you don't know how to handle these and you don't know, I guess basically the trick to deal with those, you may actually die very easily, and maybe I'll actually die. But what you want to do is, some people like mobbing the group first, I don't. So what I usually do is I take care of the first few here, and then I'll just move on. I usually chuck a potion here and there because I don't want to die. But yeah, I'll just usually take care of this guy. And you do want to dodge, especially the Cannoneer, because he hits quite a lot. So you definitely don't want to get hit by this one. And I'm gonna show you a trick, basically. Like, if you're standing here, nobody will aggro you, and you can just like sit here and eat food. So in case you're not able to fully tank all of the mobs right away, what you can do is like kill one group, two groups, run back to the stairs, recover HP and go back in. That's pretty much what I'm doing right now to show you how it works. But basically, I'm gonna just pull the other ones and kill them. Like I said, the most annoying enemies are these Cannoneers here, these grave robbers, because they hit insanely hard. So you want to make sure to not get hit by those. Alright, it's gone. Because everything else will follow you anyway, they will chase you because anything else is melee. But these suckers are kinda annoying, so you gotta pay attention to not get wrecked by those. Got the last rope here. The usage of iframes is really good as a Kung Fu Master here because it's protecting you from a lot of damage. But as you can see, thanks to the Tiger Strike build, I do have a pretty decent amount of AoE damage that easily allows me to take care of these. I have two left. Gonna block this one. Iframe there. Now we're gonna take care of the boss. That's pretty much it. A lot of people think that once you like get done with the mobs that they will respawn, but that's actually not the case. So it's the best thing to actually take care of the mobs first. And while you're in a break before the next enemy arrives, I usually do eat some food. But if you're actually paying attention and not adding or not getting hit too many times or not taking too much damage, you don't need to. But like I said, you got a lot of these Mushin Tower dumplings, so I don't see the reason not to use them. Especially since you can only use them in this floor and the next two floors. And other than that, there's not really much of an opportunity to use them mid-fight. So yeah. Alright, I'm screwing up a little bit here actually. I do have to pay attention, and he's dead. Yeah.
Please try again later.
Take another dumpling, eat it. Yeah, you can only use it in floor 1 to 5. So this is probably the best way to use them. Because you can not use them anywhere and you're building these stacks. So it's a pretty good thing. Now the last one is a KFM, sort of, but he's really easy, so... Yeah, I'm just gonna go. Just gonna go. There we go, last stack. And just try to damage away. I could go for this, I guess, yeah. I guess you can see there's a lot of skills that start to override anything else, so this is a really spam fest once you get 4 stacks, which may annoy people because it really kind of feels like you're just face rolling over a keyboard, which does not actually... I mean, it's not fully true, but it may feel like it at the beginning because you don't really know which rotation you have to use. So I can see why people don't like this playstyle. But generally this is what Kung Fu Master is all about, so if you don't like it, you should probably roll a different class. But yeah, we're almost done with this floor. And as you can see, I don't really pay too much attention to dodging anything. I mean, this only really applies as a Kung Fu Master, so obviously if you have another class, it may be easier, but it may be a lot harder as well. I've only done the tower on my Kung Fu Master so far, so I'm not exactly sure how well other classes will do. But I assume anything that has a decent amount of AoE damage should be fine. The trouble is probably floor 7 for most people, or floor 6. Because these bosses, if you don't know how they work, they can be quite annoying. Now you gotta buy this HP pill and use it in one of these mercenaries around. I usually use this one, but that's simply because when I played the old Kung Fu Master with only the single target damage, it was kind of hard to deal, or annoying to deal with the packs of mobs. So what I'm doing here is, since I have a lot of AoE, I don't really need to pay attention to the mobs because they will die anyway. You will see what I mean in just a few. Right. Stacks build up. Fire away, party! Dodge this one. Alright. Searing Palm is back out when... This is really where this build shines. That you can just really rotate the Searing Palm and always have some sort of damage on you. Critical damage boost, chi recovery. It's just really a strong build. I know screwed up, but like I said, if I get like 2 crits, 1... And there we go, my cooldown is already back, so I can just reroll. It really makes your life a lot easier, and you don't have to pay attention to always succeed building 4 stacks. So, I just really prefer this one. We're gonna go through this, yeah. 4 stacks, boom. I'm gonna go some damage here. You can see these damage numbers popping up, which is pretty strong, so... And the cooldown is back, so... That's why I think this build is actually superior to the old build many people use. But it still requires you a bit of practice and training to do it, but like once you get it down, it really feels a lot smoother if you ask me, and the sustain helps a lot. Like, I probably took like 20k damage in total already from this boss, but I didn't really care about dodging, so... The reason why I'm still alive is mainly due to Tiger Strike. Alright, he's almost down. 4 stacks again. Searing Palm is already ready, so at this point I could actually stop fighting. Because my cooldown is already ready, but why should I do this? Alright, halfway done. Door open, alright. Like, starting from floor 4, it's only going to be boss mobs. And some of these can actually be quite challenging, especially if you're new and your gear is not that good. But like I said, my gear is anything from perfect. It still is decent, but it's nowhere near broken or anything. Like, it seems a lot of people have trouble with this boss. I don't really understand why. It's really easy. He basically has 2 attacks you don't want to get hit by. This is the one. And you have these little buff thingies. And what I usually do is go for the red one because it increases the critical damage and critical hit rate. So it's a pretty good damage boost you're getting. I screwed up with my first stack. But no biggie. We're building more stacks. Stacks to be built. That is exactly the move you don't want to get hit by. So that spin deals a lot of damage. And he will always follow up with the 2 spins afterwards. So he's really predictable in that turn. But other than that, you can just really tank for everything. It doesn't really matter. It's not like he hits insanely hard and I still have these skills. I still have my buff to recover HP, so... It really is simple. Exactly, dodge this one. Go back, he will do the 2-spin move again. Which can easily be dodged by Kung Fu Master. Right, and we're gonna start rerolling our Searing Palm stacks. Maybe I'll finally be able to get 4 stacks in. Ah, there we go. Nope! I was too slow on this one. Alright. No big though. That actually wasn't the buff I usually take. I usually take this one in the corner, but like I said, it doesn't really matter. Alright, halfway done. As you can see, this is more of an endurance test than anything else. And that's also the reason why I said is don't go in with a broken weapon, because you'll need all of the durability you can get. So it's best to always repair your weapon. Oh, damn it. Got knocked down. Lame as my Searing Palm stacks. Right. I'm gonna build a new one here. The spin is probably the best way to build these, because you can get like 2 in a row if you dodge this. I'm going to do this then. Boom. Boom, 13k crit, and just fire away with the damage. This is probably the highest DPS you can go in a Kung Fu Master. So you should really, if possible, time your Fighting Spirit buff with a stack of 4 Searing Palms. But yeah, we're gonna do... No, we don't. Yeah, we do. Kinda screwed up there again, but... As mentioned multiple times, and I will stop mentioning it, it does not matter when you use this build, because you can easily restore the cooldown. So... Yeah, but he's almost done. I wanna dodge this though. Just calm down. Boom. Alright. So far so good. I didn't really do any major mistakes. So this should give you a pretty decent idea of how you can clear the tower. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's not the most effective way I do it. But this way you don't really have to pay too much attention to it. And like can casually do the tower. I'm pretty sure I don't have the fastest clear time on it, but it works, so... Alright, let's see what boss I will be getting here. Let's see. So, let's roll. With my luck, I'm probably gonna get... Nope, not the spider. I got Ogong. Oh, no, it's a pig. What? Oh, man. That's probably the most annoying one, because he has pretty rapid movements. And this one is kind of annoying, because it has like this freaking huge AoE at the end. So a lot of people don't like this boss. I don't think it's that terrible. Just gonna go for this one. Yeah, I want to dodge this though. As you can see, it's really simple. Like, he has some different moves, which may actually screw you over, but yeah. It's one of these moves I don't want to get hit by. I blocked it anyway. Oops. No, he's pooping. And he gets the poison on. This is where the annoying part starts, because this poison hits quite a lot, and I got a few stacks, which I shouldn't have done. But I should be able to hit it from here, from a safe distance. So yeah, I think this is actually the most annoying boss you can get out of this, of the V4. You can always re-roll if you want to, but yeah, I mean, I'll manage. Once I get shit going. Dodge this. Right. There goes the damage. And Searing Palm is back up, so... No, not yet, but now it is. It pretty much looks all the same for these bosses, because it virtually is all the same for these bosses. And yeah, it really boils down to how good you can manage your stacks of Searing Palm as a Kung Fu Master. Once you get the hang of it, it gets really easy, and once you know with like the dodges and everything to actually time them properly, so you can get this really quickly. It really helps damaging bosses and getting the damage down. Alright, 3 stacks. I'm gonna go for the 4th one and just fuck it. And as you can see, I only used like 1 potion because I got a lot of stacks of the poison on. Oh, that was terrible actually. And that goes to show, like, if you don't pay attention, you actually take quite a lot of damage, so you should avoid damage if possible at all costs. Or at least know which of the moves you don't want to tank, because some of these may actually hurt quite a bit. But yeah. Even with the fail, I only chugged 1 potion, which is pretty good if you ask me. And now we're going to the infamous, or however you pronounce that. I'm not really sure. The Jung Dao or Jung Ao floor. Like, when they released Tower, it's Jungado, I guess. A lot of people had trouble fighting this boss, and like, what you can do is actually, this boss is very, very vulnerable towards CC. So what you will want to do if you're like not able to block everything he does for you or at you, what you want to do is just always try to CC him. And there's only a few moves you really don't want to get hit by, and knocking him down is really effective at that. So block this, roll CC, and just rebuild the stacks. Right. If he does this move, he's gonna summon these ice flowers around him, which are pretty good because he's really, really damn open while doing so. So he did his counter move, but it didn't really work because I dodged it earlier. And this is one of the moves you don't want to get hit by, because this wave thingy does hit quite a lot, so pay attention to this one. Alright. And like I said, it really is the same thing again. That was the dodge move, you don't want to get hit by this. So make sure you don't trigger his counter there. But other than that, it really is not that hard. Like, I'm not doing anything special. I'm not really waiting for his attacks. I'm just like hammering away my keys and just dodging here and there. Alright, he's gonna, yeah, exactly. He's probably gonna slash me, yep. Like, he is really, really predictable. And a lot of people don't seem to know this, so keep an eye out. That's actually bad. That's what you don't want to get hit by, but yeah. Not this. Not thanks to my sustain build. I can easily... Like, this is the most dangerous thingy. He's gonna be immune for a couple seconds after this, and he's gonna knock you up in the air. And that can deal quite a lot of damage, so you want to make sure to not get hit by this. He's gonna hold counter. Don't hit it. And I'm gonna go CC rotate him ass here. Stun for another few seconds. Alright, he's gonna go immune again, yep. So the best thing to use against this move is all of your iframes, to simply avoid anything, because this can screw you over quite badly. I'm gonna go iframe, and iframe, and 4 stacks. Counter, boom, and I countered his counter. Yes, you did see that one coming. He's almost down. He's gonna slash. Nope, he's not. Uh-oh. This might actually be bad. No, it's not. Worked out just fine. Gonna stun him there. And we're done. So yeah, without too much trouble, this worked pretty well, I think. And now this is the part where I have no practice in. Like, it was ages when I did the last Mushin 8. So I'm pretty sure I can deal with the first one. But I'm not sure if I can take down the second one with my current gear. And I'm pretty sure I cannot take on the third one. But maybe I'll be surprised by myself, not sure. How much durability did I lose? 21. So that gives you a rough idea of how much durability you will lose if you don't die. But keep in mind, each time you die, you will lose durability, which is 5 or even 10, I'm not sure. But yeah, wow, he has 500k HP. I remember it being half. So the problem with this boss is you have only 2 minutes time to kill him. And that basically means is you gotta push out as much damage as you can while avoiding his stuff. Which is not too terribly hard in the first phase, but yeah, no, that was good. That's something you don't want to get hit by. Yeah, this is gonna be hard. This is gonna be hard. Yeah, exactly. That's the shield he buffs himself. All you're pretty much gonna do is hit him to break it. And the grab move is probably the most annoying one because it consumes so much time. Because it grabs you, throws you away. Wow, I'm taking so much time doing this. I'm not sure if I can do it. I mean, I still have my buff. I should probably use it right away. Well, maybe not. There's some new moves. I don't know these. Alright, we're gonna try building Extreme Palm now. That looks good so far. I want to go for it. Oh, nope. I fucked it up. Yep, not good. I don't think I can do it with my current build and gear. Because, wow, man, he has like twice the HP I remember from the Play BNS server. So this is a pretty damn huge DPS check. And I'm not really doing great at it. I have like 32 seconds left. There's no way I can clear the remaining HP with it. So I'll probably make a separate video of me beating the hell out of this boss. Because like I said, I kind of failed with my stacks. Oh, nope. Terrible. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother because once the time is over, you will die. I mean, I will always die anyway. What? Yeah, time's over. Yeah, and how much durability did I lose? At least we can check that now. So yeah, floor 8 is a real hard DPS check. So you want to make sure to bring your best gear and know a good rotation to deal damage. And don't be afraid to die in floor 8 because you need to learn his moves and how he works. So I didn't even lose durability. Maybe they removed durability loss in this floor. Might be. Totally not sure about this. Anyways, I'm not gonna bother trying to kill this guy because it's gonna take a lot more attempts for me to figure out all of his patterns again and see how much damage I actually need to do. But yeah, floor A 1 to 7 works really well this way for me. So if you have trouble, this may actually be a good idea to try these methods I used in order to see if you can clear it. But like I said, there's always multiple ways to do things. There's multiple builds, multiple gear setups you can use. And like I said, I don't really use any high-end gear for this. So floor 1 to 7 is pretty doable, even with mediocre gear, which my gear currently is. So it doesn't necessarily have to be the top-notch gear for you in order to be able to clear it. Anyways, I'm gonna cut this down. It's probably going to be like a 30-minute video. It's way too freaking long, but yeah, it is what it is. and hopefully it will help some of you guys getting past the tower more easily. And yeah, thanks guys for sticking around so long, and as always, see ya.